Glam Nails, what's going on? Hey guys, how's everybody going? How's everybody doing? If you're joining me, we're gonna talk US immigration, and I'd love if you could help me to tap the screen. Hey, what's going on? Is that Len Len? Okay, no problem. All right, no problem. Thank you so much. All right, guys, if you're joining me, help me to tap the screen. Let's get the likes going up, and then some people would come in as we're gonna have our conversation tonight on US immigration. Hey Nicole, how you doing? What about Nicole? Yes, Mrs. D, right? You catch me. And if you guys are following, you will know where I'm at. You just got home. Okay. I'm just done making dinner and I'm like, hey, I gotta go to TikTok. Since I will call you tomorrow, I won't ask the question. I really want to. Okay, no problem. We'll talk tomorrow then. Somebody says, yeah, what happened? What happened, Nicole? Yes, Shelly, you haven't seen me for a while. I was traveling. I'm still traveling. Yes, I'm doing good, guys. I'm doing good. Yes, I'm still traveling. I'm just on a break. So I came home last night at like 1 o'clock, at like 1 a.m. And yeah, in another day or so, I'm on another plane again. Somebody says yes, of course, Nicole. Somebody gotta be the voice, right? Hey, Mrs. Will Mills, how you doing? Guys, remember to tap the screen. We're trying to go to 10K likes real quick. I'm not spending the entire evening today. It's a quick live, and then I'm off. Okay. Hey, Catty123, how are you? All right, somebody here is saying, is it true that if you file separately while married, you're not getting the citizenship? You're talking about your taxes? I know that they've made some changes. I've not yet looked it over, but I know that they've made some changes. As I said, I think it was done yesterday or something like that. But as I said, I've been traveling, so I haven't gotten much time to look at anything really. But I'll look at that and I'll do a video for you, Vintage Black. Okay? Go ahead, ask your question. Shelly, somebody says because the agent didn't want me to interpret because they spoke Spanish. Oh, yeah. All right. For those persons who are wanting to book a consultation, the number is above my head. Is 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. So I've been getting VAWA receipts. We filed a VAWA in July. We got the receipts already. We got receipts for a case that we filed in, I think, February, the end of February. We got the receipt last week. So we're getting some of the receipts. Okay. Somebody says, I have a conditional green card. It expires next year. I got divorced. Can I travel out of the US and come back? You have a green card, so you should be able to travel. Thank you. Please tag me. Yes, I will. Lisa says, where do you see all the changes and new updates? So if you go on USCIS, you can sign up for notification. And so once they make an update, they typically send an email out with it. But you can also go into the USCIS website and look under news, and you will see the updates or updates. You will see them right there. All right. Somebody says, is asylum on hold? My friend Seek. No, asylum is not on hold. They're still scheduling interviews every day. And they're still doing interviews. We had asylum interviews like 2 weeks ago. So yeah. Yeah, it's 850 Len. 850, yes. It is still operational, yes. Hey, Carlene. Since I'm divorced, will that be an issue while coming back or send me to secondary inspection? I don't know. And I don't think you being divorced is going to be an issue when you're coming back in. It won't be. Thank you, Lisa. So guys, Lisa says you're getting valuable information for free. So just tap the screen. That's all we ask for. Tap the screen. That's it. Listen, I could be enjoying my dinner. I just made my dinner. I just made my salmon with my quinoa and my veggies. Okay? So somebody says, oh no, are you ignoring me? Ignoring you? What are we talking about? Come on, guys, keep tapping the screen. All right, we're talking US immigration, right? So you know that there are some updates with citizenship. Let me see if I can pull it up. Came in my email. Let's see how it is. Come on, guys, keep tapping the screen. So yes, so so there's changes to the naturalization civics test. Changes to naturalization civics test better assess applicants' knowledge of U.S. history and government. So today, which would have been yesterday, USCIS and Immigration Services posted a Federal Register notice announcing implementation of the 2025 Naturalization Civics Test. The 2025 test assesses an alien's understanding of U.S. history and government in line with the statutory requirement and is one of the many steps in the ongoing effort to restore integrity to the naturalization process and meet congressional intent. Naturalization is a privilege that allows aliens to become fully vested members of American society with important rights and responsibilities that all citizens should exercise and respect. American citizenship is the most sacred citizenship in the world and should only be reserved for aliens who will fully embrace our values and principles as a nation. by ensuring only those aliens who meet all eligibility requirements, including the ability to read, write, and speak English and understand US government and civics, are able to naturalize the American people, can be assured that those joining us as fellow Americans are fully assimilated and will contribute to America's greatness. These critical changes are the first of many, said USCIS spokesperson Matthew Tragesser. Alright, so, and I guess I'm not going to read anymore, but that's what they're doing. They're making changes to the civics test and the naturalization process on a whole. Somebody says, can I travel internationally with my 2-year conditional? Yes, you can. Alright, yes, you can. Good night. Hey, 123 Lisa, good night. Bliss Yacht, listen, more than likely, there's something wrong with your message because TikTok is filtering your message. Therefore, I'm not seeing it, okay? Drip Melanin, no. Somebody says, I don't need to get travel authorization. No, your green card supersedes travel authorization. Your green card allows you, your green card, it's a travel document, it's a work permit, all in one. Yes, Lisa, almost. Almost, even though I deferred my exams. But yes, so with a green card, you do not need travel document. With a green card, you don't need a work permit. Thank you, Lisa. Hey, Jan. No problem, Thomas, no problem. So, and a lot of people ask those questions. Hey, I want to travel to the country. I have a 2-year conditional green card. Do I need to get a travel document? Why would you need a travel document if you have a green card, right? Why would you need one? Hola. So, remember before when we were telling everybody, go and do your citizenship. And y'all were just sitting and like, I don't need no citizenship. Now they're going to make it more challenging. All right. I booked my flight to St. Lucia to see my mom. Haven't seen her in over 1 year. Okay. Well, safe travels. All right. Somebody here is asking if an adult dad petitioning for you who is a green card holder, do you have to go back home? Dripping Melanin, I don't understand the question. Are you saying that you're an adult and your dad, who's a green card holder, is petitioning for you and you want to know if you have to go back home? Once it's a green card holder filing the petition, you're not able to adjust, and so you need to depart the country and come back. I lose my case and I make a pair. Can I marry and get a green card? So you lost your case, right? You lost your case, but you said you make a pair? What that mean? Oh, you make an appeal. Okay, so you've lost your case, you've appealed, and you want to know if you can get married and get a green card. Now, the fact that you lost your case means that you would have been ordered removed. And because you would have been ordered removed, that's how you were able to appeal, right? Now, you have a removal order. Typically, persons with removal order don't just get married and get a green card like that. It becomes difficult, right? Because now that you have a removal order, and say, for example, you should get married, you would need to get your removal order reopened or removed in order for you to be able to pursue your marriage-based case, right? Because you have to get back into good status. Now, here's the thing. The very same judge that made the removal order is the same judge that you'll have to ask to reopen the case or to remove the removal order, right? Now, this is also the same judge that you appealed. So look at that. So you appealed this judge, and now you're going to go back and ask for mercy. All right? So just bear that in mind. But always consult with your immigration attorney, and they'll be better able to assist you. All right? Can you travel with renewed paper with your old green card? Yeah, you can. Any idea on Section 13 diplomats green card pathway? No. I got 48 weeks extension. What happened after that? After biometrics? 48 weeks extension of what? I do not speak French, guys. I do not speak French. I have interview next month for 485. Should I be worried? No. What you should be is prepared. You should not be worried, but you should be prepared. So make sure that you're preparing for that. Okay? Somebody here says, if you filed for asylum, however, you got your green card via marriage, is it safe to travel to your home country? Talk to your attorney, and you and your attorney made that decision. Okay? Okay, so you filed 751. You get a 48 months extension, not 48 weeks. And I would want to chat with you to kind of see if, maybe you're qualified for naturalization. And if you are, then if I were you, I would file. How will the citizenship application get harder? Go to USCIS website, Peter, and read. Hey V, nice seeing you too. Can a veteran husband help to change your status? If you're an immigrant and you're married to a US veteran, yeah. But there's more about your story that we haven't heard, right? Because all we hear is that you're married to a veteran husband and you want to change status. But there's a lot more that we need to know, right? And there's a reason why you're asking that. So there's a reason why you're asking that. So there's a lot more to be told. Can someone file for someone on your green card for real? Green card holders can typically file for their children and spouses. They can. All right. If you need help, reach out 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. Can you travel with renewed? You asked that question already, and I did answer you, and I did say yes. All right. What is the best option for someone who just come in US legally to get a green card apart marriage? You would need to book a consultation with somebody who can assess your situation and refer options to you. Okay? Sweets. There might be options available. Can I file for mom on my 2-year? No, green card holders cannot file for parents. They can file for spouse and children though. All right. I want to speak with you. What's the cost? It's $97. That's what it costs. $97. You could text us 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. If you text right now, you'll get a response. Okay? I-751, I got 48 weeks extension. What happened after biometrics? Sir, I've asked you some questions as it relates to that. You are not looking at the questions, and so, you keep asking the same question. All right? So, all right. What's the benefit that's come with Prima? What are we talking about, Chop Chop? You're talking about Prima Facie? Hilltop? I'm located in Georgia, but if you're going to book a consultation with me, it's going to be online. Or if you're in New York, then we can meet face-to-face. But I'm located in Georgia. All right? Somebody says, what if your asylum is denied? What are your options after that? Well, you might be able to appeal depending on, how your situation went. But it's always best to talk to the attorney that assists you with the process, or maybe another attorney, to see how you'll be able to move forward. All right? Can you file for yourself for citizenship? If you have a green card, if you have had a green card and you meet all the qualifications or the criteria for to file for citizenship, sure, you can do it on your own. Why not? So, with a prima facie determination, you typically, are qualified for some government benefits. So you can do your research to see what benefits, particularly you're qualified for. But the prima facie determination also, it says it that, you qualify for public benefits. All right. So whether it's low income housing, maybe you're going to try to get some food stamps, whatever it is. All right, so it's $97. We meet online via Zoom. If I'm going to meet you in person, then it's $385. All right, if we're meeting in person, it's $385. Is it possible for me to get my green card by marriage, even though I filed for asylum? Yes. Yes. Hey, Tabana. Thank you, Juju. No, I do not speak French. I wish I did. Honestly. I honestly wish I did. Thank you, Thomas. Can someone file for asylum after 3 weeks came legally? Yes, you can. So if you had good entry and you're here in the US for only 3 weeks and you're fleeing some sort of persecution, then yes. But remember, you're not filing for an asylum because you want a work permit. That's not why you file an asylum. And a lot of people in the past, that's what they were doing. You file for an asylum because you're fleeing some sort of persecution. And guess what? You and your situation needs to fit in what an asylum is. So you're fleeing persecution. There's either past or the fear of future persecution. The persecution is by the government or a group the government failed to control. You fit within one of the 5 protected categories. So you're being persecuted because of your race, religion, nationality, political opinion, or because of your particular social group, and you're inside the US and you're under 1 year. Okay? I'm gonna book a consultation with you so we can go forward. Certainly 1 star. Go ahead, reach out to us, 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. Can you have 2 pending petitions? You can. You can have 3. You can have your child petition, your child that's a US citizen petition for you. You can have your husband petition for you. You can have an asylum pending while you have all of that. You can have an EB pending while you have all of that. So you can have as many petitions that you qualify for at once. All right. Somebody's asking, is it possible after marriage-based interview completed, said by the officer, they can call for what? Why didn't you go to your ICE appointment? You gotta reschedule it, okay? How can American citizens' siblings petition for sibling? The same way how you petition for anybody else. You gotta start with completing that I-130. But rest assured, this process may take up to 20 years, okay? Yeah, so even after doing an interview with USCIS, right? And so you did an interview and everything was well, they can always call you back for another interview. So yes. Somebody says, are they still targeting those with USCIS appointment? I haven't heard it in a long time. But I'll tell you, there are certain, at each USCIS location, there's an officer or 2 who is basically the liaison with ICE, right? And so they have to go over the list of every person that is coming in to the office the next day. And they basically look at your background. So say, for example, somebody's going to USCIS tomorrow in Atlanta, and that person is going for an interview, for example, on an I-130, but they have a removal order. That officer, when they review the list of those who's coming in, and then when they see that, they typically have the responsibility to notify ICE that this person is coming in. Officer says they hate it, but it's their job, so they kind of just got to do it. You understand? Yeah. 120 days. 120 days has passed since my marriage-based interview. What can I do next? Just be patient. So you can either be patient or you can follow up, right? So you can either be patient or you can follow up. And yes, you can be scheduled for more than one interview on your marriage-based case. Just today, I spoke to someone and they told me that, they know somebody who was just called in for a third interview on their marriage-based case. All right? Okay. All right. Somebody says, hello, I checked my family visa status and it says it's issued, but it's now 3 weeks. It's now... I lost that. I'm so sorry. I lost that message. Oh, it's 3 weeks and I have not called you back yet for your passport? Okay. What country is this? Hi, can you do consular report of birth application? Yes. Yes, Candace. Reach out to me, 8509203475. That's 8509203475. Somebody says, people say you get deported and have an interview right away and place removal. If I file asylum, it's scary. Well, here's the thing. Some of us will just sit and listen to what people say and consequently don't do anything. All right? And I think you'll be worse off of a situation. All right. Somebody here says, can someone file two applications, 290B and refile I-360 if possible? So you need to decide which one you're going to do. Either you're going to do a 290B or you're going to refile. And I oftentimes recommend refiling. All right. All right. Are they still giving work permits for asylum seekers? Yes, but it's not at a cost. The initial one is $550. Can you file I-130 after filing for VAWA? So you're saying you got married, you and your spouse did not file an I-130, but you guys had difficulties in the relationship. You perhaps was being ABUSE, and you filed a VAWA, but then over time the situation has, become better, and now your spouse is filing an I-130. Is that the case? All right. All right, EOIR automated case shows my nationality Ethiopia and my nationality is Somalia. How can I rectify it? Just rectify it with the court. All right. What is the duration if you remove your condition on your green card? What is the duration? If you remove the condition from your green card, you get a 10-year. All right. You get a 10-year green card. If you WhatsApp the number right now, Drip Melanin, you will get a response. And if you call, you will also get a response. Okay? Somebody says, what can you do if you can't provide a civil document that they ask for? You have to try to find an alternative. What civil document are they asking you for? That you can't find? Oh. One moment. All right. And then somebody says, hi, do you recommend refiling when the marriage base was denied based on missed interview. So if you're still in your relationship is still good, yes. Can you marry after you file for an asylum? Anybody can marry once they're in love. Anyone can get married once they're in love, okay? Somebody says, because we didn't receive the notice, certainly, I will definitely refile. All right. Somebody says, do I file I-290B already? Well, I do file I-290B already, but I'm thinking to refile, then go ahead and refile. Can I marry someone who came with a DV, or it's better to wait for her to get a citizenship? I mean, if this is your person, you can marry, and once you get your citizenship, you do your thing. But you're going to be just, perhaps standing or sitting in a limbo. Form I-751 can travel out the United States and for return. So you're saying that you filed your I-751. Have you gotten a receipt notice or an extension? Do you have an interview for your 10-year green card? Yes. And that's when you remove the conditions filing the I-751. And typically they're scheduling interviews right now. Okay? Hey, Mr. Roach, I'm doing very good. Thank you so much for asking. Civil document is death certificate, but the death was not registered. Okay. All right. Typically, you have to pay me to think smartly for you. But I have an idea. I have an idea. So the death was not registered, and you don't have a death certificate. Was the person buried? And I'm just saying this because I want you to respond. So the person was buried. There had to be a pastor that officiated the funeral. Can that pastor write an affidavit to say, I actually officiated the funeral for this person? And can the funeral parlor write a letter to say, we did had this person at the funeral home for 6 weeks and blase, blase. And can you get two persons to write affidavits to say they knew this person, they knew that they died, and they attended the funeral? I don't know, where's the funeral program? Can you include that? I'm just thinking. Okay, I'm tired of reading the same question over and over again. Yes, if your relationship is still good, go ahead and refile. Go ahead and refile. Guys, do not ask the same question over and over expecting a different answer. There will not be a different answer, okay? So stop doing that. I got locked out of my account and my ex changed all my access to it. What can I do? Call USCIS and try to get access. What account? Bank account or USCIS account? What chances for those who has refused because they do CBP1? What chances for those who have refused? I don't understand your question. Can my wife travel domestically using her work permit and passport? Well, yes. Yes. Yes, she can. My ex changed all my login information and I can't access. Should I? No, you do not. Do not refile your asylum. Only file it once. Oh, it has been 9 years now. Not God, look at that damn years upon. Can you obtain a green card after coming through the border, then marry to a citizen without going back home? There's a possibility. There's a possibility. Hey, Shivi Wagwan.
Good evening, Jay. How can I help?
Oh, not you, Siri. I'm sorry. Home of Treasure. I'm done thinking for you this evening. Reach me at 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. $97, and let's talk, okay? Let's talk. Hey, okay, it's your USS account. Call USS and try to get access back into your account. All right. Somebody here says, oh, Lisa Love. Hey, Immigration 411. Done and still can't get anywhere. I've even got a police report. Can I send NVC the police report? At Work Green, I don't know exactly what you're doing, right? I don't know if you want to reach out and let's talk. All right. Do I need my U.S. citizen spouse birth certificate? He was naturalized. I just have the passport for interview. If you're going to an interview, match-based interview, right? Yes, have your spouse state their birth certificate and their passport and their naturalization certificate. All the original documents, let them take it. All right, Purpose Woman Felicia, how you doing? I tried, but they can't help because I don't know what she filed for me. She used her email and number. Okay. Do you have your receipt notice? Is your biometrics taking longer? Fee for VAWA and AOS EAD can be waiver. Yes, if you're filing VAWA and if you're doing concurrently, then yes, the fees are waived. Hey Tammy, good night. If I leave out one of my jobs on my history in my application, will it affect me? No. Yes, I have the notice. Okay, then use the notice to track your case. Go into the internet and track your case. Okay, because they want proof. They want proof to say that you were actually okay to remarry. I see. Okay. Don't have anything but the passport as proof of citizenship. Okay. I'm being resident for 20 years, but just living continuously 3 years. I'm eligible for citizenship. Let's talk some more. Because you've been a U.S. resident for 20 years and you've been living here consistently for 3, maybe. I've seen people who have not maintained continuous residence, applied for citizenship, and got through. I've seen it. Submitted VAWA since June, no receipt. That's normal. When I started the live earlier, I shared that a VAWA that we submitted February, we just got the receipt last week. All right. Did my VAWA biometrics, but no prima facie. What happened next? Prima facie, so just be patient. What if my ex withdraw the case or delete my application? Then you will get a notice from USCIS to say that that's happening. And again, you have the receipt notice. You can literally go onto the internet, type the receipt notice in on the case status thingy online, and it tells you, it will tell you, oh, the application was withdrew. Oh, the application was denied. Oh, an interview is scheduled. Next step is an interview. It will literally tell you. Yes, there's a delay with VAWA. If there's a delay on biometrics. No, because I see biometrics being scheduled for cases that I'm filing right now. Hey Fish, what's going on? And that's normal. That's normal, you know, guys. And it's unfortunately normal with VAWA right now. For those persons who are looking to book your one-on-one chat with me, 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. Somebody says, I does track my case, but what if one day she deletes it or withdraw it? Alright, Shan, I'm not going to have the conversation with you anymore for the rest of this evening. Alright? What do you think about EB4 biometrics taken last year in June? EB4 is pretty slow. EB4 is pretty slow. Pretty slow. Guys, I'm a pretty calm and nice person, but you cannot want me to repeat the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. Okay? For those who are asking about the numbers above my head, it's 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. If you're trying to talk to me, you would need to book a consultation, which is you can either text or call 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. Somebody says, under a VAWA case, is it a good sign when you see transfer AOS application? It happens for everybody. All right. So when you're doing a VAWA case and you're doing concurrently, it's not the Nebraska Service Center that will adjudicate your 485, so they will have to send it to the center that will. All right. The best time to call, you can actually text or call right now, 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475, and you will get connected with someone that will get you on my calendar. All right. If you're not on my calendar, we don't talk. All right, Nisha, no problem. Yeah, it's right there on the screen. What's the wait period for 601 waivers? Anywhere from 18 months up. And it can be approved in a lesser time, but generally right now, anywhere from 18 months up. Can I check on my case with my receipt only? Yes, because the receipt number, you can put it on online, like USCIS case, USCIS case status online, something of that sort. And it typically, it typically gives you an idea of what's going on with your case. All right. Guys, again, if you're joining me for the first time, we're talking U.S. immigration. Go ahead and tap the screen. That's all we ask for, nothing else. I've been chatting with you guys for almost 3 hours now, and I'm not yet at 10,000 likes. That's not cute. I can go on what SWAT. Season 8 is out. 601 waiver, it's a waiver for waiver of inadmissibility. So when USCIS says, hey, you have an approved I-130, but you have an admissibility issue, you're inadmissible, we can't give you the green card, but you qualify for a waiver. You got to file that waiver and then wait until the waiver is approved, and then you move on. Okay? Is it possible to retrieve your EAD in removal? You said to retrieve it. If you're in removal proceedings, is it possible to get an EAD? Yes, it is. Thanks, Vish. I got my travel documents. Is it safe to travel on it? It's your call. Where are you going? And what category did you get your travel document on, though? Is it on the US case online only? Yes. US case online, you put your receipt notice in and you can track it with that. And then USCIS will send you notices when they've taken action. Or you get an email to say, hey, we have taken action on your case. Yes. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Jamaica. You said Jamaica. What was your question again? Okay, you want to go to Jamaica, but I don't know what category you got the travel document under. If you try to expedite the 601 waiver and they deny the expedite request, does it revert to normal? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Hey, Roman, how you doing? Spouse file for you. Okay, so you and your spouse traveling to Jamaica? If you and your spouse traveling to Jamaica, then you likewise, Timothy, have a blessed night. Are you able to wait though, Landy Service? Are you able to wait for a decision on your green card? If you have an emergency and you must travel, you must travel. But if you're able to wait, then you know. Hey, happy Silly Cat. Good evening. Thank you for joining. Guys, I've been talking for 45 minutes. I'll go for another 15 minutes and then I'll get off here. Again, if you want to talk to me one-on-one, 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. Text or call that number and someone will get you connected with me, okay? I am not seeing your question. Maybe TikTok has filtered it. TikTok do that from time to time if they think that your question is going to violate the community. So go ahead, send a text message up there. Book your consultation and let's talk. 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. If I haven't answered your question, it means I haven't received it. Jay, I'm going to inbox you about... Alright, no problem, Vish. Hey, Jamro Carmel. Jamro Carmel, you know, you are next one. You told me that if I stay in New York longer, that you'd have come and you'd come to New York so that you and I could go on the road. And you made me stay in New York for 2 months. I'm still away for you. And still can't hear anything from your side. I'm sorry. What are the odds between the filing to appeal and just refiling your case? Because when you, for example, when you appeal, they sometimes take a good 8 to 9 months to respond to you, and then you might reapply, and in 6 months, 4 months, you're scheduled for an interview or whatever. Because right now we're seeing a lot of cases being handled in 4 to 6 months. All right, but the decision again is yours to make. I petitioned the I-130 for my spouse last week. How soon can I get a response? You mean when you say response, you want to know if get a response to say that they've received your application? In 30 days. Yeah, man, you're a bad bargain, Jamro Carmel. Somebody says, my husband is a U.S. citizen, but he don't live in the U.S. Can he still file for me? Once he's maintaining his obligations to the U.S., yes. But yeah, man, he can file for you. No problem, CP, no problem. Is it a good idea to request a FOIA at this time? Sure, why not? Yeah, it's like, sure, why not? I have my EAD and I-131 I have my EAD/I-131, pay my taxes 2024. I have my prima facie. If my VAWA is approved, is my 485 good? Well, if your VAWA is approved, your 485 depends on whether or not you're admissible or not. So, have you ever questions? If you can't answer those, if you have some negatives for some of those answers, then it perhaps may affect you. All right. Sir, I am Portugal national, file for asylum. Do you think you could help me with my case? Sure, why not? Reach out. 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. can you file for another? No, it doesn't make any sense because you already have one pending, so why would you file another one? It's not gonna trigger anything by requesting it. Hey Jay, what are the requirements to file for a minor in the United States by a citizen parent? Not really. The parent just need to file, file, if it's an adjustment, just file the adjustment. I mean, they can call me, 8509203475. Hey, sexy Tina. Hey man, what can you do when it's 4 months after an info pass, still no green card, your IR grant? So the court granted your green card and it has been 3 months now and you have not gotten the green card in the mail? I'm not gonna lie though, I'm ungrateful tonight on the live because me over here we're doing it for almost an hour and I'm barely at 15k likes. So you see my next 9 minutes I have on here. Once it's done, then we got my bed. How much is your fee to refile I-130 AOS via? Let's talk. 850-920-3475. 850-920-3475 CP. Let's talk. Correct after the info pass. So you're sorry, what case type was this? Yeah, CP, reach out to me and let's walk you through it. I am currently in the US Virgin Islands. Can I fly with my EAD and rail ID to US mainland? You may have to go through customs. So I'm not going to be the one to tell you to do that. All right? No, I do not do international adoption. Is there any chance for a green card if you got a 5-year visa ban? Where are you located, in or outside of the US? Are you in or outside of the US? Green card, married to US citizen, DHS waived appeal, did info pass, still no green card. Oh wow. I love writing the field office directors, or getting Congress or your representative to follow up. And is this your US citizen spouse, the one doing the following up, or is it you? If you're in Jamaica and you have an immediate relative petitioning for, yes, there's a possibility you can get the green card. All right. Hey Jay, friend is filed for her. Friend husband filed for her. And baby got a green card. Baby in Jamaica, but still haven't seen no update on baby case. So you say the friend husband filed for her and baby got green card. Baby in Jamaica, but still haven't seen an update on baby case. Where's friend? In the US or in Jamaica too? Come on, guys, bring me to 20k likes before I go. I'm staying with you for 5 more minutes. Bring me to 20K likes real quick. Again, it's a pleasure always connecting with you here on TikTok. If you have questions or you want to talk to me one-on-one, you can certainly do that. Text us 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. Or give us a call, 850-920-3475. That's 850-920-3475. We're also on WhatsApp, so you can WhatsApp us at 850-920-3475. That's again 850-920-3475. Can I win a green car? If they have green cars on raffle, yeah. You can win a green car if they have them on raffles. Somebody here says, sir, what would you advise if a pending asylum seeker wants to fly from US Virgin Island to mainland? You sought your asylum in USV? And I'm saying to you, you may have to go through customs. So here's what you'll do. You're going to call your immigration attorney and you're going to talk about it. Okay? Wife in the US, baby in Jamaica. Wife. Okay. Because wife in the US, the wife is doing an adjustment of status, which typically moves faster than the consular processing that the baby is doing. So it's going to happen for the baby. It just may take a little longer. Okay? Thank you so much. Is that Ransom James? Certainly. Can I win a green car? Yes, Warrior Queen, you definitely can win a green car. Jamro Caramel, can you get us the green cars and put the raffle? You can sell a ticket, Jamro Caramel, for $1,000. And let's see if we can raffle a green car. Maybe a green BMW or something. Jamro Caramel, that's your responsibility, okay? I'm assigning this task to you. Organize the raffle so that they can win the green car. All right? I like orange car better if there's any. Oh, listen, yeah, I want to look at PMP. Somebody says, have a load. The man left him good food. What you file when you file for asylum, how long does it take to be called for an interview? It depends, right? Right now, in some jurisdictions, you're being called within 1 to 3 months for an interview. In other jurisdictions, it's taking 10 years, some 12 years, some 7 years. Okay, so it really depends. My husband is a U.S. citizen. He files for his stepkids. How long will it take for them to come here? Anywhere between 1 to 3 years, to be honest with you. 1 to 3 years thereabout. It can be quicker. It can be a little slower sometimes. It really depends. Then no need workers now though. Who else have need workers? How long will it take to hear from immigration after they visit your home? That I don't know. Guys, I'm hiring for a paralegal, but you must have immigration law background, and you must also have deportation defense background. I'm hiring for a part-time paralegal. Okay, it's remote work. If I'm called in 5 months for my asylum interview, what are the chances of being denied? The same 100% chance of being denied and 100% chance of being approved. All right. Yeah, when you visit the homes, sometimes it's not a good. They suspect fraud. All right. What if they're all underage? Yeah, man. So within 1 to 2 years, they're about. Somebody says, runs to Google to learn. Hire me. I'm a quick learner. That's the problem. I'm tired for teach. You said them teach it. Then teach doesn't. What if they're all underage? I think you asked me that. My other job done. Your other job done? Oh, you don't do it no more? What if they are all underage? It will take 1 to 2 years. It doesn't matter if they're on the age or on top of age. It's still going to take that time. You might can request an expedite. Oh, the contract expired. Got it. Understood. But knowing you, by next week you have another one. Hey, Angela. Knowing you, by next week you have another one. Hi, I was soon to receive mail from NVC after 7:30 approval notice concerning, I don't know. Typically you get your mails within 1 to 2 weeks. Any brother, I'm off to spend some time with the family. Alright, no problem, Fish. Take care. No, it's slow down. Bad to bad. It's slow down? Hey Jay, I got my interview date for after 57 days of filing, but no permit. That's normal. That's normal. Sir, I'm trying to book a consultation. But it will deny. Why is that? I'm not sure why that. But text 8509203475 and let the person there know that you're trying to book it and it's denying you. Maybe I don't have the availability on my calendar for when you're trying to book. And they'll get it. They'll get you squared away. What if my girl is 15 years older than me and has 2 kids? Would that be suspicious if we get married? Bro, once you can show that you're in love, and once you have the evidence to show, say, we're in love, this legit, you're good. If I can get a pathology report, at this point, you gotta do whatever you gotta do. You understand? I'm interested on the part-time job. Okay, well, send your resume to J, the letter J, Carter, Carter, at Carter, CarterImmigraton, LLC.com. My I-751 is pending and my wife is threatening divorce. Okay. Godson, how long now your I-751 is pending? Thank you, cause we have been together for 2 years, but though it would have been thought it would have been just suspicious. Okay. Can you post your email here, please? And I'm assuming since you're asking, you do have some experience. Well, go on, DJ Query Cash. If you lost your green card, will you be able to get it back? If the person will find it willing to give it back to you. Otherwise, you got to file Kenesha for a new one and it's going to cost you. All right. My hubs and I live apart. I'm in New York. He's in Connecticut. See each other weekly. My kid is in school. Me in college. Yeah, man. And you're filing for your green card. We can work it out. Yeah. Thank you so much for everything. I'm so happy that... Let me read that one in a Jamro Carmel. Thank you so much for everything. I'm so happy that I choose you for my Well, I would Angela that's a mere immigration now, yeah. Is it that bad? No. I don't think it's that bad, Brie. I don't think it's that bad. Because you have a reason why you guys are apart, right? Since March of this year, my 751 has been pending. How long have you been married? How long have you had a green card? May have TikTok experience. But you know, the difference with you though, Jam, you have a JD. So I might not even be able to even pay you. Because you're going to tell me say you want $75 an hour. Maybe more. No, you might tell me say you want $175 an hour. Same thing. After getting prima facie determination letter for VAWA, what do you think is next? Yes, work permit. That's typically what is next. Okay. All right, Miss Smith. Yes, I'm happy you chose me to Miss Smith and let everybody know that you petitioned for your husband and it was approved in 6 months. Consular processing. After you lecture me first before you hire me. You remember? After getting a prima facie question, do you get an ID with approval notice? You can get an ID if you have an approval notice, yes. You can. Good evening. How long does it take for I-130 to process? It really depends. It can take anywhere from 3 months to years, really. Depends on who is filing for who. Okay, I filed and he got work permit, waiting for interview, and I'm scared working on moving though. You just be prepared, Bree. That's it. You just got to be prepared, okay? Just be prepared. I got my green card in 2023. 23, yeah. I don't think you qualify to naturalize. I was checking to see that. Okay, I filed. Oh yeah, I saw that. You're waiting on the dollars. No problem. Nothing pays me that much. Me not reach there yet. Okay, all right. Oh yeah, 5 minutes long for Rasta Judge. I promised 5 minutes and I spent 12. Prima facie, and I also have 5-year work permit. Is it okay to apply for help? Yeah, man, apply for help if you need help. And if Jacqueline, if you get the food stamp card, you can give me only $100 for buy a piece of salmon. Yeah, man, if you have a food stamp card, maybe take one $300 for buy like a meat for Thanksgiving. Come here, keep Thanksgiving up on my yard, you know, Jacqueline. Up on my yard, me I keep Thanksgiving. And I want to buy one. Master, I want to buy one 10 pounder of goat for curry. Yeah, man, I cook last year, I cook this year again. I want 10 pounder of goat for curry. I want to buy piece of salmon. I have to go buy ham. What else? Me hear people whisper oxtail. Somebody says, as so much them give on food stamp. Some people have a lot on their food stamps. Some people have a lot. Yeah, man, one wall of salmon may I buy. One wall of salmon. No, so I'm glad you asked. I'm gonna eat turkey. No, sir. Me not eat turkey, me sis. For me, I grew up, me eat turkey and Dranko are two sister Pitney. It's just that one that foreign and one that at Jamaica. So me sis. No, so me have some putty back, you know. I'm gonna use the putty back and make some carrot juice and something. No, sir, me don't eat turkey, missus. Then say I two eat and John Crow, two sister Pitney. Good afternoon, sir. I have received the biometrics notice after 18 months, but I received it open. The biometrics pass yet? Go and do the biometrics if it hasn't passed. I don't know who opened your mail. Well, the fine one can eat, massa. The meat sweet. They said the turkey meat sweet. Should I go? Yeah, man, go and do it. Yeah, man, go and do it. It's a date, you know. It's I understand nobody should open your mail, but open your mail. It's a date. They can't steal the date from you. You understand? My son is filing. He's in the US. Your son is filing for you tomorrow, and so your son is a US citizen. He's over 21 and he's filing for you and you're in the US and you have good entry. I've had turkey sandwich. I've had it, but That's a turkey sandwich. That different. All right. So I have one pound WhatsApp. Okay. I know about the turkey wing and the turkey legs and them sitting in the house. I mean, I like a turkey and John Crack cousin. I mean, I want that. Yes, I'm in Atlanta. I'm here. I flew down last night. I'm going back up Saturday. Oh, you're in Jamaica. Oh, yeah, it will take 1 to 2 years. My mailbox has a lock. I'm assuming the UPS might have opened it as the contract. Not sure. Okay. I'm not sure either. It's been 56 days since US has received my RFE for my background check. How long will it take to get the work permit? That I don't know. Coming up where? Where are you Warri Queen? Where are you? Warri Queen, where are you? Tell me. Chat, help me out. Will it be safe for me to go on the same date? You said that you got your notice for biometrics and it was the letter was open. When is the date? As the date passed, if the date don't pass, make sure you show up the date and the time for your thing, for your biometrics. Let's go to karaoke when you come. New York for sure. Warri Queen, I have been living in New York for the last 2 months. I just come to Atlanta for a little break. I've been in New York for the last 2 months. I've been living in Tribeca. Then AAA, where you worry about is next week. Go and do the biometrics. My husband is being abusive and my 2-year green card in July. What can I do? 850-920-3475. Nicola, 850-920-3475. Reach out to us. That's exactly why you guys can't see me. That's why I'm not on TikTok. Because I've been in New York. And I don't have a lot of time. Good night, Jay. Can you please explain the 601A waiver and who needs it? Not everybody needs it. You need a 601 waiver when the officer at the interview tell you that you need a 601 waiver. It's a waiver of inadmissibility. All right. Okay, you're to Long Island. I've been in Tribeca. Tribeca is in Manhattan. Tribeca, as the name suggests, is a triangle below Canal Street. It's a little rich area. You know, I've been by my cousins. You know, if you know, you know. If you know my last name, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm right there, Tribeca, Soho. Yeah, right there. Right there. So, matter of fact, on Tuesday, I was in Soho. I was in Chanel and Gucci in Soho. And Dr. Martin, I think Jamarcus. Yeah, I was in those stores. Yeah. No, sir. Take a train. Take the Long Island Railway to Penn. And then from Penn, take the 1, 2, or 3 train and come at Chambers. Right there, somebody. I'm off Chambers and West Broadway. Not you telling me you know how to get there. I was just trying to be proud of myself because me know if I take the train. Me know if I take the train, okay? I was just trying to be proud of myself. I was just trying to be proud of myself. I don't know where Westbury is. But when I go back up Saturday, I think Sunday I might be going to Long Island. I might be in Baldwin. Yeah, I might be in Baldwin. Well, that was your 5 minutes. Thank you again for connecting with me tonight. Again, if you want to chat with me one-on-one, reach out to us 8509203475. That's 8509203475. Again, it's a pleasure talking with you. Everything that we discussed this evening is to be understood as educational resources only, and none of it should be construed as legal advice. Good night. Do you have an I-130 approved to fight removal? Yeah, if you're in removal and you have an I-130 approved, yes, you have a very good chance of being able to fight your removal. Reach out to us. Alright, so when I'm in Baldwin, I'll let you know. Text me. Why New York asylum case is taking so long? Because a lot of people are filing asylum in New York. A lot of people in New York are filing asylum. And so there are backlogs. And that's why it takes so long. You understand? But good night, everybody. Thank you so much again for coming on. If you want to talk to me again one-on-one, 8509203475. That's 8509203475. It was a pleasure connecting with you as we talk U.S. immigration law. Take care. See you in New York next week. If it's not approved as yet, then if the court is going to have compassion on you and wait until you get the approval, otherwise, you're kind of sticky. Right now, the courts are not wanting to wait on anybody because, they're being told they need to get people deported. So it's kind of rough. But thank you so much again. Have yourself a good night now. Take care. Bye-bye.